Hello everyone. Our topic for today is fundamental rights. इस टॉपिक से अभी तक 2023 से 2013 तक मोर देन 70 क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं. सो इस वीडियो को मैंने डिसाइड किया है कि इसको मैं 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करके अपलोड करूँगी. फिर भी वीडियो थोड़ा लंबा होगा, एटलीस्ट 30 मिनट्स तक तो चला ही जाएगा एक वीडियो. लेट्स मूव टू आवर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Which one of the following is not a fundamental right under the Constitution of India? Right to property, right against exploitation, right to constitutional remedies, cultural and educational rights. Right to property was a fundamental right initially under Article 31 and 19F. But with the 44th Constitutional Amendment Act, it was removed from fundamental right and was made a legal right available to every person. ये मैं बहुत प्रेशर करके बोल रही हूँ every person, because ये question भी पूछा जा चुका है that right to property is a legal right available only to the citizens of India or to all the persons. So it is to every person under Article 300A. So A, right to property, is your answer. Next question. Article 19(1) of Constitution of India as it stands amended includes which of the following? Freedom of speech and expression, assemble peacefully without arms, to acquire and dispose property, to move freely throughout the territory of India. Article 19 guarantees freedom of speech and expression, to assemble peacefully without arms, right to form associations or union or cooperative societies, right to move freely throughout the country, to reside or settle in any part of India, right to practice any profession or to carry out any occupation, trade or business. So 1, 2 and 4 are correct. 1, 2 and 4 is your answer. To acquire and dispose property, we have seen that it was removed through 44th Constitutional Amendment Act. Next question. What is the position of right to property in India? See, I was talking about this. Legal right available to citizens only, legal right available to any person, fundamental right available to citizen only, neither fundamental right nor legal right. We have seen legal right available to any person. अगर आपसे इस तरह का क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है और उसमें आपको 2 ऑप्शंस मिलते हैं, जिसमें से एक लीगल राइट है तो आप लीगल मार्क करेंगे, और अगर लीगल राइट नहीं मेंशन्ड है और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल राइट मेंशन्ड है तो आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मार्क करेंगे. वैसे ऐसा आपको नहीं देखने को मिलेगा जहां आपको बोथ लीगल एंड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल दोनों ही आपको जो है ऑप्शंस में मिले, लेकिन अगर आपको दोनों ऑप्शंस में मिलते हैं तो आपको वहाँ पे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मेंशन करना है. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल की स्पेलिंग मैंने गलत लिख दी है. नेक्स्ट. A legislation that confers on executive, administrative authority and unguided and uncontrolled discretionary power in matters of application of law violates which of the following articles of Constitution of India? एक legislation जो किसी executive या administrative authority को unguided और uncontrolled discretionary power देती है किस चीज़ में? in the matters of application of law. लॉ को अप्लाई करने के लिए एक अनगाइडेड और अनकंट्रोल्ड डिस्क्रिशनरी पावर किसी अथॉरिटी को दी जाएगी, तो उससे कौन सा आपका आर्टिकल वायलेट होगा? आर्टिकल 14, इक्वालिटी बिफोर लॉ एंड इक्वल प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ लॉ. दिस इज द आंसर. लेट्स सी ऑल द अदर ऑप्शंस. व्हाट इज आर्टिकल 28? फ्रीडम ओवर रिलीजियस इंस्ट्रक्शंस और रिलीजियस वर्शिप इन एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन. This is why no religious instruction is provided in any state-run institution. Article 32, this is about right to constitutional remedies that are provided by Supreme Court. And Article 44, this is a directive principle of state policy That is about Uniform Civil Code. Right to privacy is protected under which article of the Constitution of India? Article 15, 19, 21, 29. Article 15 is prohibition of discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Article 19 is freedom of speech, expression, assembly, association, movement, residence and profession. अभी डिस्कस किया था हमने ये. Article 21, right to life and personal liberty. In Puttaswamy versus Union of India case, Puttaswamy versus a Union of India case, Supreme Court declared that privacy is a fundamental right under Article 21. Article 29 is protection of language, script and culture of minorities. Article 21 is your answer. Article 21 का स्कोप बहुत बड़ा है. अभी हम जैसे जैसे आगे बढ़ेंगे तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जिनको इम्प्लिसिटली सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है कि ये आर्टिकल 21 आएंगे. जैसे राइट टू मैरी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा कि आर्टिकल 21 में आएगा. मेनका गांधी वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया केस में भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा कि मेयरली लिविंग is not what is meant by right to life and personal liberty, but life with dignity is what is meant by this article. By the way, next question. The Constitution of India does not guarantee which one of the following as a fundamental right. Right to equality is a fundamental right. Right against exploitation, yes. Right to property, this is not. Right to carry on trade and business is right. Right to property, this is not a fundamental right. No need to discuss it any long. Which one of the following is a fundamental, which of the following fundamental rights has not been provided to a person? Protection against prosecution and punishment for same offence more than once. Double jeopardy की बात हो रही है. Double jeopardy, Article 20. कोई भी इंसान अगर एक पनिशमेंट को एक बार कर रहा है तो आप उस पनिशमेंट कोई भी क्राइम अगर एक बार कर रहा है तो उस क्राइम की आप 2 बार उस पर पनिशमेंट नहीं दे सकते. एक बार से ज़्यादा बेसिकली उसको पनिशमेंट नहीं दी जा सकती. टू रिफ्यूज़ टू गिव हर सैम्पल ऑफ राइटिंग एज एविडेंस टू सपोर्ट अ प्रोसिक्यूशन अगेंस्ट हिम और हर. आर्टिकल 20 ऑल्सो सेज दैट नो पर्सन कैन बी compelled to be a witness against himself. However, this protection does not extend to compulsory production of material objects such as compulsion to give thumb impression, specimen signature, blood specimen, compulsory exhibition of body. So, this is incorrect. To act as a witness against himself, इसका प्रोटेक्शन हमें मिलता है. Right to be convicted of any person of any offence except for violation of a law in force at time of commission of the act charged as an offence. So this is also a protection given under Article 20. No ex post facto law. अगर किसी इंसान ने कोई क्राइम किया है 2005 में और 2005 में कोई भी हमारे पास उससे रिलेटेड लॉ नहीं है तो हम बाद में 2006 में या क्राइम के जस्ट बाद, मानिए 21 को उसने क्राइम किया, हमने 25 को एक लॉ बना दिया तो हम उसको अरेस्ट नहीं कर सकते और उसको जो है पनिश नहीं कर सकते. यही निर्भया केस हुआ था. निर्भया केस आप सभी को पता होगा. निर्भया केस में जो एक बच्चा था वो बिलो 18 ईयर्स ऑफ एज था. बाद में कोर्ट ने कहा और गवर्नमेंट ने एक लॉ बनाया है जिसमें अगर कोई बहुत हीनियस क्राइम है जो एक बच्चा कमिट कर रहा है, जुवेनाइल कोई कमिट कर रहा है और वो 18 ईयर्स से कम एज का है, अगर वो हीनियस क्राइम कमिट कर रहा है तो उसको पनिशमेंट अडल्ट वाली ही मिलेगी. दो ये हमारे पास पहले ऐसा कोई लॉ नहीं था. इसीलिए जो निर्भया केस में जो एक बच्चा नहीं कहेंगे उसको, खैर जो एक व्यक्ति था जिसकी उम्र 18 साल से कम थी उसको पूरी सज़ा नहीं हुई थी. सो हम एक्स पोस्ट फैक्टो लॉ इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं कर सकते. आंसर इज बी. लेट्स मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Which one of the following statements with regard to Menka Gandhi versus Union of India case is not correct? It was held that Article 19 and Article 21 are not watertight compartments. Yes, we have discussed it. It was held that a law coming under Article 21 may not satisfy the requirements of Article 19. This is also right. A fair trial eliminates the biases against accused in the trial. This is also right. The right to life under Article 21 does not include right to die. This was not a statement given by Supreme Court in Menka Gandhi versus Union of India case, but it was in the case of Gyan Kaur versus State of Punjab. Next question. Equality before law and equal protection of laws within the territory of India is guaranteed under which one of the following articles of Constitution of India? Article 14, Article 15, 16, 22. What is Article 14? Equality before law and equal protection of law. So this is the answer. Article 15. Article 15 is prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Article 16, equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. Article 22 is protection against arrest and detention in certain cases. Next, which among the following was eliminated by 44th Amendment Act of Parliament? Right against exploitation? No, abhi bhi hai. Right to constitutional remedies? It is still there and cannot be removed, as it is a part of basic structure of constitution. Basic structure of constitution किस केस में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था, मुझे कमेंट्स में बताइएगा प्लीज. लेट्स सी कितने लोगों को पता है. वैसे इट इज़ वेरी बेसिक. राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी, yes, right to property was removed from 44th Constitutional Amendment Act. Right to education, it is also there. Next, which one of the following fundamental rights are available to non-citizens? Non-citizens को कौन सी fundamental rights available है? There are many rights which are available only to the citizens, and there are some which are available to citizens and non-citizens also. Freedom of speech, protection against self-incrimination, freedom of conscience, non-discrimination in matters of employment. Non-discrimination in matters of employment. देखिए, अगर कोई फॉरेन से बंदा आ रहा है, कोई बाहर से आ रहा है जो आपका सिटीजन नहीं है, आप उसको एम्प्लॉयमेंट की गारंटी नहीं दोगे, सो ये नहीं हो सकता. फ्रीडम ऑफ कंसाइंस, फ्रीडम ऑफ कंसाइंस दे देंगे हम. प्रोटेक्शन अगेंस्ट सेल्फ इंक्रिमिनेशन, ये भी होगा, क्योंकि अगर प्रोटेक्शन अगेंस्ट सेल्फ इंक्रिमिनेशन नहीं देंगे, आप अपने लॉज में अगर अपने सिटीजन्स और नॉन सिटीजन्स के बीच में डिस्क्रिमिनेट करेंगे तो लोग आपकी कंट्री में आना ही नहीं पसंद करेंगे. फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच, फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच तो हम सिर्फ अपने सिटीजन्स को दे सकते हैं. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि हम पाकिस्तान वालों को फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच दे देंगे और वो आकर के इंडिया के बारे में कुछ भी कह के चले जाएंगे. सो दिस इज इनकरेक्ट. 2 and 3 ओनली आर योर आंसर. इसकी मैं आपको एक लिस्ट प्रोवाइड करा दूंगी टेलीग्राम चैनल में, तो आप एक बार उसको देख लीजिएगा कि विच ऑफ द फंडामेंटल राइट्स आर अवेलेबल बोथ टू सिटीजन्स एंड नॉन सिटीजन्स and which are available only to the citizens of India. Next, which of the following is correct meaning of term state as defined in Article 12 of Constitution? It refers only to the government of India? No. It refers only to the government of India and Parliament of India? No. It refers to the government of India, Parliament of India, government and state legislature of each state can be considered. Next, it refers to Government of India, Parliament of India, governments and legislature of each state and all the local and other authorities within the territory of India. So, D is more appropriate and D is your answer. Next, the Constitution of India guarantees freedom of speech and expression, but freedom is subject to certain reasonable restrictions imposed by state. Yes, क्योंकि कोई भी freedom हम बहुत ज़्यादा दे देंगे जिसमें हम रेस्ट्रिक्शंस नहीं रखेंगे तो वो फ्रीडम आपकी कहीं ना कहीं किसी दूसरे की फ्रीडम को हैम्पर करेगी. सो सारी जो भी फ्रीडम्स हमें कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में मिलती है सब कहीं ना कहीं दे आर लाइबल टू सम रीजनेबल restrictions. What are the restrictions for freedom of speech and expression? Let's see. Freedom of speech and expression is subject to certain reasonable restrictions that are given in Article 19, Clause 2. And the restrictions are on the grounds of security, sovereignty and integrity of the nation, public order, decency or morality, incitement of offense, defamation and contempt of court. So defamation, decency or morality and incitement of an offense, all three are correct. 1, 2 and 3 is your answer. Next. Which one of the following is not a correct statement with reference to the Constitution of India? The Constitution of India 85th Amendment Act has inserted right to education under Article 21A. No right to education was inserted by 86th Amendment, Constitutional Amendment Act of 2002 that provided right to education as a fundamental right for children between 6 to 14 years of age. Article 2 talks about preventive detention. This is right. Right to constitutional remedies is in Part 3 of the Constitution. Yes. Writ jurisdiction of High Court is wider than Supreme Court of India. Yes. Because Supreme Court of India issues writs only on the matter of fundamental rights, but High Court can issue writs on any matter that is a legal matter. So, the writ jurisdiction of High Court is wider than Supreme Court of India. Answer is A. Next. Who among the following persons said for the fundamental rights a pledge to our people and a pact with civilized world? Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Next. Which of the following provided for complete equality of men and women in India? Article 14 and 15. This is right. Article 14 provides for equality in general. It says that no person shall be denied treatment of equality before law and equal protection of law. Article 15, no discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. So Article 14 and 15 both are right. 5th Schedule of Constitution of India. 5th Schedule contain provisions regarding to administration and control of scheduled and tribal areas. This is incorrect. Indian Independence Act. Indian Independence Act basically बात कर रहा था एक इंडिपेंडेंट सॉवरेन स्टेट के बारे में और पार्टीशन के बारे में एंड क्रिएशन ऑफ 2 डोमिनियंस इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान. So this is incorrect. And Article 20 of Constitution of India, it is prohibition against arbitrary action. This is also incorrect. Article 20 we have discussed. No retrospective imposition of law and no double jeopardy, no self-incrimination. Next is, which of the following is not a writ? Which of the following is not a writ? Mandamus is a writ. Habeas corpus is a writ. Certiorari is a writ. Severability? No. It is a doctrine of severability that says that any provision or a portion of an act that is inconsistent with fundamental right, that portion will be declared null and void and not the whole act. मान लीजिए कि मैंने आज एक लॉ बनाया, उसमें कोई उसमें कोई 4 प्रोविजंस हैं, उनमें से एक प्रोविजन जो है वो फंडामेंटल राइट के साथ क्लैश कर रहा है, तो मैं ये वाले प्रोविजन को सुप्रीम कोर्ट नल एंड वॉइड डिक्लेयर कर देगा, बाकी 3 प्रोविजंस एज इट इज रहेंगे, एज वी हैव सीन इन केस ऑफ सेक्शन 66A ऑफ IT एक्ट. रिट्स कौन इशू करता है? सुप्रीम कोर्ट अंडर आर्टिकल 32, हाई कोर्ट अंडर आर्टिकल 226. रिट्स कितने टाइप्स की होती है? 5 टाइप्स की. हेबियस कॉर्पस, मैंडमस, प्रोहिबिशन, सर्सियोररी एंड को वारंटो. Next question. Which one of the following is not a part of fundamental rights? Right to education? Yes. Right to establish educational institutes by minorities? Yes. Right to be conferred with titles? No. Article 18 prohibits the state from conferring any title other than military or academic. Article 18 prohibits. Right against untouchability is a fundamental right. So C is your answer. Next. Which one of the following categories of fundamental right incorporates protection against untouchability as a form of discrimination? Right against exploitation? No. Right to freedom? No. Right to constitutional remedies? No. Right to equality? This is your answer. So, next question. Which one of the following was added as a fundamental duty through the Constitution 86th Amendment Act 2002? ये फंडामेंटल ड्यूटी का क्वेश्चन गलती से आ गया है फंडामेंटल राइट्स में, पर देख लेते हैं. टू स्ट्राइव टूवर्ड्स एक्सेलेंस इन इंडिविजुअल एंड कलेक्टिव एक्टिविटी? नो. टू प्रोवाइड अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर एजुकेशन टू वंस चाइल्ड बिटवीन द एज ऑफ 6 to 14? This is right. To work for the welfare of women and children? No, it is a directive principle of state policy to promote peace and harmony. No. B is your answer. Next. Which of the following articles of Constitution of India protects a person against double jeopardy? We have discussed it. Answer is Article 20. Article 20 deals with 3 provisions. No ex post facto law, no double jeopardy, and no self-incrimination. Next, which one of the following is not necessary condition for the issue of quo warranto? The office must be a public office? Yes. The office must be created by the statute or by the constitution itself? Yes. The office must not be a substantial one? No. There has to be a contravention of the constitution or statute in appropriating such a person to the office? Yes. So C is your answer. Next, in the judicial system, writs are issued by the High Court only? No. Supreme Court only? No. High Court only? No. Supreme Court and High Court only? Yes. The Supreme Court and High Court and Lower Court? No. Lower Courts के पास ये पावर नहीं. आर्टिकल सुप्रीम कोर्ट को आर्टिकल 32 से ये पावर मिलती है और हाई कोर्ट को 226 से. Remember this. Next, which of the following best describes a remedy where a person can be commanded to perform some public duty which he or she has refused to perform? इसका आंसर क्या होगा? मैंडमस. अगर कोई भी पब्लिक ऑफिसर या कोई भी इंसान जो एक पब्लिक ऑफिस में है वो अपनी ड्यूटी ठीक से नहीं कर रहा है और आप उसके अगेंस्ट कंप्लेन करते हैं तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट उसको कौन सा रिट, सुप्रीम कोर्ट या हाई कोर्ट कौन सा रिट इशू करती है? दैट इज मैंडमस. नेक्स्ट, person belonging to third gender category cannot be discriminated against state and institutions. Which of the article of Constitution support this interpretation by Supreme Court? Article 14 and 19 we have seen. Article 14 is equal protection of law and equality before law. 19 is not about this. 16 and 21 also not. Article 19 and 32 is writs. So Article 14 and Article 21. Article 14, equality before law and equal protection of law. Article 21, protection of life and personal liberty. Next question. Which article of the Constitution of India safeguards one's right to marry the person of one's choice? Article 21. ये मैंने पहले ही डिस्कस किया था जब हम आर्टिकल 21 डिस्कस कर रहे थे. नेक्स्ट, which one of the following articles of Constitution of India lay down that no citizen can be denied the use of wells, tanks and bathing ghats maintained out of state funds? Article 15. Article 15 of the Indian Constitution provides that states shall not discriminate on the grounds of religion, race, caste, etc. In addition, it also says that with regard to access to shop, public restaurants, hotels, etc., and the use of well, tanks, bathing ghats, roads and public resort maintained wholly or partly by the state for the use of general public. ये सीधा सीधा लिखा हुआ है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में. ये जो वेल टैंक्स एंड बाथिंग आर्ट्स मेंटेन्ड आउट ऑफ स्टेट फंड है, ये सीधा सीधा आपका स्टेटमेंट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से उठाया गया है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Which among the following is not a part of fundamental right? Part 3 of the Constitution of India. Prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor. This is a fundamental right. Prohibition of employment of children in factories is also a fundamental right. Participation of workers in management of industries. Workers तो industries के management में काम करते ही हैं. This is incorrect. Practice any profession or carry out any occupation, trade or business. Article 90. C is the answer. This is not a fundamental right. Next question. Which article of the Constitution provides for right to minorities to establish and administer educational institutes? Article 27, Article 28, Article 29, Article 30. Article 30 provides for right of minorities to establish, administer educational institutes. Next, which of the following, according to the Constitution of India, is or are correct? Equality before law is available to the citizens of India only? No. Equality before the law अगर हम foreigners को नहीं देंगे तो वो इंडिया आना पसंद करेंगे कभी? और कोई भी कंट्री ऐसा नहीं होगा जो ये चाहे कि हमारे देश में बाहर के लोग नहीं आए. अगर उनके साथ कोई क्राइम होता है या किसी चीज़ वो कोई क्राइम करते हैं तो उन्हें लॉ के सामने इक्वली प्रेजेंट किया जाएगा. सो दिस इज इनकरेक्ट. इक्वलिटी ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी इन मैटर्स ऑफ पब्लिक एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज अवेलेबल टू सिटीजन्स ऑफ इंडिया ओनली? येस, though there are some exceptions. Right to freedom of speech and expression is available to all persons residing in India? No, they are not available to people who are not citizens of India. ये भी हम पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. So only 2 is the answer. 2 only. Next question. Given below are 2 statements. One is labeled as A and other is R. Assertion reason वाला question है. Article 30 of the Constitution of India does not define the term minorities. Yes. Constitution does not explicitly define the term minorities. The Constitution recognizes only linguistic and religious minorities. Yes. Both A and R are true. R is the correct explanation of A. No, it is not the correct explanation. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. This is the answer. Right to privacy is protected as an intrinsic part of right to life and personal liberty. Yes. Which of the following in Constitution of India correctly and appropriately imply the above statement? Article 14 and the provisions under 42nd Amendment. 17 and directive principles of state policy. Article 21 and freedom under Part 3. Yes, we have seen this. Next question. Which of the following about writ of mandamus are correct? Mandamus lie against government? Yes. Lies against inferior court and tribunals? Yes. Mandamus lies against individual in case where public duty is imposed on them? Yes. 1, 2 and 3 is correct. आज का वीडियो बहुत लॉन्ग हो गया है तो इसको यहीं पे वाइंड अप करेंगे. 2 फंडामेंटल राइट्स से अभी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस बचे हैं जो मैं आपको नेक्स्ट पार्ट में कराऊंगी. Thank you so much for watching. If you are liking these videos, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.